שלום, ערב טוב, מה קורה פה בשיער? היי, ערב טוב לכולם, אחרי עוד יום. אולי אני אעשה כזה, אעשה כזה היום. ערב טוב, שלום לכולם, כיף שבאתם, כיף שהצטרפתם. תרגול הערב, אנחנו נעשה את השיעור היום, את התרגול הערב הזה, חצי בעברית, חצי באנגלית. Because I've have had some words from my friends abroad saying that they want to join the class. So I was thinking, why not? We should have it in Hebrew and in English. Johannes, Nia, you're here. I told you that I'm going to have it in English. I feel like in the radio, when we used to be small, there used to be a radio thing, like you used to listen to the radio, and then you would call and ask to say dashim. You would call and ask to say hi. So I feel like that when I'm calling out names of people that I see that are connected and that I love and miss very much. So, ערב טוב, קחו לכם מזרון, אני רוצה לעשות שיחה קטנה לפני שאנחנו מתחילים את התרגול היום. It's going to be a small talk. I wonder how your day was. I really do. I cannot see you guys when we're practicing together, which is a shame. But I really want to hear how your day was. It's a Sunday, and in Israel we are back to work on a Sunday. So how was your Sunday? I mean, did you manage to do all the stuff you wanted to do? Were you active? Were you not active? How was this day for you? And rather than me asking you how this day was for you, if you could ask yourself, but not as a being, but more as like, how is my heart right now? How am I feeling? Can I tap to that for a moment? I was trying to get inspired to do this night practice, so I went and read something in the book that I'm reading right now, and it was talking about pranayama. Pranayama, and I say that like obvious, pranayama, obviously. So pranayama, and it started with a really nice story. Pranayama, I would just say a small introduction for the people that don't know what pranayama practice is. So pranayama is basically working breath regulation. Okay, and I don't say that I am a pranayama teacher. I say that I practice it. That's the first thing I want to say. And why should we practice pranayama? That is the question that comes to mind. Is it something to do with breath, right? Prana is breath, and yama is like circulation. So why should we do this? Why should we do prana? Circulation. What is it about the prana that is so unique? So they told a story. It's a story about how all the organs, all the gods that are behind the sense organs came and said, which one of us is the most important in the human body? And so they didn't want to decide. So they said, okay, each of us is going to withdraw from the body, and then let's see what happens. So the eyes started to suddenly like lose the earrings. They lost the earrings, the hearing, and the eyes vaguely started to be blind. Slowly, every single sense came out of the body. But the body was still fine until prana came out of the body. And the body started jiggling like a fish out of water. See, pran is life. And when you work with pran, you work with life. So there is a world there that I am hoping to one day learn more. But I want us to do a small practice today where we just kind of work for breath. Okay, we're not going to work for body. Body is a mean for the breath to go through it. Okay, I'm using my body in order to allow breath circulation. That's what we're going to do tonight for this practice. So you're not going to think about your day. You're not going to think about anything else. And if anything comes to mind, then you would just have to excuse it for a moment because you're working on breath for a moment to just kind of move yourself a little bit. Because we kind of always think that we know best, right? I know what's going on in my life right now. I know what's not going well in my life right now. I know what I need to fix in my life right now. But do you know how to work with breath? No. But let's try. Okay, so we start by sitting, always. And you sit and you put your hands behind your hips. You just kind of close your eyes for a moment. And just place yourself at the tip of your nostrils. So you just notice the in-breath and out-breath. ממש מניחים את עצמנו בקצות האף, בקצה האף. רק לשים לב לזרימה של האוויר פנימה והחוצה. כן, אותו פרן שדיברתי קודם, that enters and leaves the body. So what is the effect on the organs? So can you sense how your skin reacts when the in-breath comes? How your lungs, your tissues. How quiet can you be to allow breath to just happen? So don't start the loud ujjayi breath that they teach us here in the studio sometimes. Because that breath is, it's very violent sometimes, כן? זה נשימה שהיא מאוד מאוד מכוונת לתנוחות מסוימות. תנו רגע אחד לנשימה להיות מאוד מאוד רכה. נכניס אוויר בין השכמות לצלעות, בין הצלעות ללב האחורי. Just allow the breath to go through your back to the back of the heart. Then bring your hands in Namaste and close your eyes. Connect to the universal Om sound within you, vibrating. Inhale. Interlace your fingers, draw them forward, release all the air out of your body, and then gentle inhalation, lift your hands up. Lift and draw your arms up, tuck your tailbone in so you have a long back. להתארך כמה שאפשר עם עצם הזנב למזרון וכמה שאפשר לשלוח את הזרועות כלפי מעלה. Try to bring space and breath between your shoulders and ribs and the back of the heart. And then bring yourself forward, bend forward. Release your head down. And then slowly coming up. Interlace the opposite feet, whatever sit you have. Again, בין אם זה Sukhasana, Swastikasana. And then bring your left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, and try to really work from your back. When we're doing this churning of the back, you're focusing on the back ribs, back spine, you know? And really try to, So using exhalation when we're doing twisting. Back to the center, opposite hands, opposite side. So when I'm exhaling, I'm really sinking my back ribs, my back left ribs inside my right, and I'm lifting my right chest up. And then back to the center. Open your feet apart, Upavistha Konasana. I do like so they can see me. Okay, we open the feet apart. And then it doesn't matter if you have a wider or smaller, כן? תהיו איך שנוח לכם. ואנחנו רק רוצים, אם צריך איזושהי הגבהה, אז קחו לכם בלוק או כרית רגע אחת מהספה. זה מה שנוח לתרגל בבית. אפשר להרים את האגן ואז יותר נוח לי לרדת יותר עמוק. Okay, so we're twisting again. You use your left hand behind you and you bring your right hand forward over your left foot. So while I'm going left, I'm thinking about my right side so I can really lift myself over to the left. And when I'm there again, I have to move my conscious to my back. And again, we said that this whole practice is dedicated to the breath, right? So I'm just thinking about how the breath is coming into my back. So can you move your breath from your back to your right foot on an inhale? And then when you turn yourself left, lift the air up. ככל שאנחנו נושפים, אנחנו מנסים להוציא את האוויר בחזרה למעלה. Back to the center and then going to the right with your left hand. להרים את השכמות ולהכניס את הצלעות השמאליות פנימה, להרים את הימניות מעלה. So first we're positioning the body, right? Because then we want to allow the breath to come in. ועוד להכניס את הצלעות השמאליות פנימה ולהרים את הימניות. And then notice where you feel tension in your body. Is it your face? Is it your ribs? And where you can release the tension. And then back to the center. I think I should close the oven. Back to the center and then come forward. So I cannot come forward without using a block. Use a block, come forward and release your head down. וגם פה לנסות כמה שאפשר לאמץ את הגוף. זאת אומרת, לא לשים רק במקום שנוח, אבל כן להיות במקום שבו אני עובדת. לא להיות במקום שאני כואב. כי אז הנשימה שלי היא להרגיע או לנסות להתמודד עם הכאב. אם המחשבות שלכם לא מפסיקות לנדוד ולא מפסיקות להציק, תנסו להעביר רגע את הנשימה למקום מאוד מאוד מסוים שהגוף מציק לכם בו. ואז לראות מה קורה עם המחשבות. Coming up. Again, we're going to go to the left side. Right, left hand behind us, and then turning to the left and come forward. So feel if you have a difference that you can sense. By the way, if you want to put some nice music for your practice, but then it might just distract you from going with your breath to your body, which is something that we have to deal with at this time. We have so much distractions because of all this hyper thinking that's going on in our head. So can we work with that also, with this finding of silence when we're going within? And then back to the center. Come forward. And slowly coming up. And then let's move to downward facing dog. So see how you find your downward facing dog right now. If you want to use blocks or something to get yourself a little bit higher, I would show. I have two different blocks. One is from Maxtor, 5 shekel. One is from India, from a present. So it's not very well to use so different blocks. But you see, while I'm using the blocks, it allows me to lift my spine back so that my breath can go freely. I can maybe also move my legs back. So I have more awareness to what's going on in my back, or try to get more awareness. So all this time that we're kind of shuttered and closed at home, there's a lot of thinking going on. And there's so many conspiracies and stories and what's happening and how it's happening. But there's also a lot of being. We're just being at home. We're not doing anything. So we get a chance to really observe and see our lives. And sometimes we want to run away from that by smoking weed, by getting drunk, by sex. Everybody has their own distractions. And it's okay, because sometimes the reality can be too much. But if you know that it's a distraction because something is paining, then can you find a way to reach that pain in a soft way? Don't be too aggressive and don't be too hard on yourself. So try to see what it is that you're trying to avoid by using all these distractions. Then come lying on your back. I always forget the name of the pose. Padangusthasana. We're lying back to Padangusthasana. So take a rope if you have. If not, then don't. And you're going to put either a block or something behind your feet so that you have something to push against, to square your feet, okay, so that we don't lose the balance. And then lift your left leg up, פבלוקים. רגל שמאל מתרוממת, אנחנו מכניסים את הרצועה לתוך העקב השמאלי. And again, the point is not to bring the feet over here. This is not Pilates or something like that. The point is to kind of get aware and find a way to לרכך. You want to release the left thigh down, the outer thigh. And let the inner thigh kind of fall in. And then work on your knees, heels. And then again, just move with the breath and see where the breath is going. So we're going to start this slow regulation of breath, where you take an inhale and then exhale and you pause for 3 times. And between each pause, you observe your body. And then you exhale fully and you hold again with Kumbhaka. And then you inhale. So it goes like this, inhaling fully until you cannot inhale anymore. And then exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, release all the air out of your body. Pause. And then inhale. One more time. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, release all the air out of your body. Pause. Inhale. Look at your breath. See how it's coming in. And then again, exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, release everything out of your body, completely empty. Pause. Inhale, bring your right foot up. Release your left foot down. Look at the pose. Look at your body. We talked about this some days ago, how the physical body is the matter and the spirit that resides within. And the breath is the way. So get past this physical being. And exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Release all the air out of your body. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale fully. Inhale. One last time. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Release all the air out of your body. Don't let your mind. And then inhale. Don't let your mind interfere with your work. Bring both feet up. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Release all the air out of your body. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Exhale. Release all the air out of your body. Pause. Inhale. And release your feet down. Step your feet. Bring your feet to your chest. Round your back. And then slowly come back to downward facing dog. And look at your breath. Look at what has changed in your physical body. What happened with your breath? Do you have more awareness to your back, to your side bodies, to your legs? And bring your right knee between your feet, pigeon pose. So option 1, you can bring your foot between. Option 2, really bring it to the front. If you want to sit on a block, put the block underneath your right thigh and just lift yourself up first. So we want to really release the thighs and really tuck the back ribs in and up, in and up. And if you want to open your arms, if you have enough space. If you don't, just open to a 90-degree. You can interlace your hands behind you and then come forward and release your head down. Slowly coming up. Bring your left foot, I'm turning for the camera. Bring your left foot on top, the foot that was behind you. And you want to sit on the lower right foot. So you're sitting on your heel. Really allowing your sit bones to be on both sides. And then just my heel won't come down. Just sit back. And then if you want to come forward, either you have an option to come to both fists or totally come forward and relax your forehead down. And then slowly coming up. So you want to step that front foot, the left foot, step it in front and then come into Parsvakonasana, sorry. So either you put a block on the inner side of the left foot or on the outer side. You use your palm to push the knee or the knee to push your palm, okay? One or the other pushes it more to the side, and then you bring your right hand over your head. And really work on opening the knee, the left knee towards the front of the mat. And stretching and opening your ribs. And bring awareness to the right foot. And bring the breath into the right shin bone, the calf, the knee, the thigh, the inner thigh, the outer thigh. And let breath come through there. So wherever your mind is, that's where your breath is. And then bring your right hand down. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. So how much can you bring again awareness and sort of sense the difference between left and right in your body right now? You feel the imbalance, the awareness in one side and the slackiness on the other. And then bring the left knee between your arms. I have to say it's been a very weird day for me. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but it has. And I feel like so different every moment to moment in the practice, in the days here. And then come forward and down. Then come up slowly, sorry, and bring your right foot in front. I won't turn for it this time. רגל ימין מעל שמאל, אנחנו מתיישבים על עקב שמאל, sitting back. So again, we want to kind of shift the awareness to the tailbone. ממש לעצם הזנב ולאסוף אותה פנימה, ולהרגיש איך אנחנו יכולים להתארך בתוך התנוחה. It's more of a work for the thigh, for the right thigh right now. And then step your right foot, Parsva Konasana. Right foot, right palm inside or outside, but using the hand in order to push the knee to the side, and then using the left hand over the head. And then bring your left hand to the mat. And bring the right foot to the right side of the mat. And then turn it to the outer edge and relax your left foot down, just like we did this morning. Then if you want to go down, either you can stay here on your arms, or you can go down to your forearms. Just sort of allow gravity to pull the knee to the side. So you want to really move your awareness, move your breath towards your hips and not do anything. Just let the tissues kind of open up with the breath, with a soft breath. And slowly coming up. Bring the right foot back, left foot forward, shift the weight to the outer edge, and then relax the right foot down. And then you can either stay here or go down to your forearms. And again, just allow this opening of the hips. So I saw this video today that they were talking about how that this virus, like many other epidemic viruses, basically happened because they put all these satellites up in space in this belt, Orion's belt, that's kind of um, basically the gate between the cosmos and Earth. And the fact that there's so many satellites out there fucked up a lot of physical bodies. Come up, come sit in Dandasana. So in the end of the video, we said this is a really good time to become spiritual because there's so much um, the technology is kind of taking over, and then we become infected with viruses. I want to turn because I need the camera. I need the clock. So it's a really good time to become spiritual. And for us Israelis, Tel Avivian, it's very weird to become spiritual because we don't do that kind of, but we do right now. When you're doing breath, that's what you're doing. You're kind of moving the me, I factor into something deeper. So that's what we're doing right now, if you want to know. Bring your hands in front of your heart. You can take a block like I do, and then bring your ribs in and up, and lift your hands up. And then come forward and down. So see, I'm using the block because I need that extra length, but I still have this round in my back. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to just hold it here, so I'll have a straight back. And the reason for that is because I really want to try to work on my breath. But see, maybe it would be more comfortable for you to just let go, kind of, and go with a round back down. And then slowly coming up, bring the right knee, right foot inside, Jan Shirshasana. So you're taking the knee to be in the same line as the hips. You're turning towards your left foot, and then you're coming down. So press the right knee to the mat and lift the right sit bone up, and then turn towards your left foot and release your forehead down. And then just notice your breath. Notice if you feel it, where it is that you feel it. Can you kind of try to control it? Again, with this sensory volume, just try to see if you can stop it and pause between each exhalation. And slowly coming up. Bring the right foot, half Padmasana. So you take it and you put it on the left thigh. Then lift yourself, bring the right knee down, and then come back down. So again, turn towards your left foot, lift your hands up, and then come forward and down. You don't really have to lift the hands up, but if you want to. So again, I said it before, if the left thigh is really agitating you right now, you can put something underneath, like a block or something. It might help. Whatever height you want to put it, it's okay. If it's not helping, then you can really lift it up. But also, just see how much of this pain is is happening in the muscle. And can you see it kind of as a wave and allow it to kind of pass and then go to the other moment. Okay. ולאט לאט להתרומם. And then step the right foot over the left foot, right hand behind you, lift yourself up, inhale, and then bring your left hand over. So if this is an option that's too easy for you, you can do the full pose when you put your right foot on the right side, and then you bring your left hand over. Come back. Right foot straight, Sitting Dandasana. And then bring the left foot in. Have Padmasana, Shirshasana. כן, אז אנחנו, ג'אנט שירשסנה. אז רגל שמאל דורכת לירך ימין, הברך והעקב באותו צד, אי אפשר לראות את זה כי אני בעצם עם הגב אליכם. כן, it's like this. And then, like so. ואז אנחנו מרימים והולכים רחוק קדימה ולמטה. עכשיו שוב, אפשר להרים את הידיים, אפשר גם לא להביא את היורני. אפשר גם לא להרים את הידיים, אפשר פשוט ללכת קדימה. לגלגל את השכמות ולרדת למטה. And slowly coming up. I have to turn this, it's weird for me. And then half Padmasana, אז אנחנו מרימים את העקב ושמים אותו על ירך ימין. And really use the pressing of the thigh down. And it might really be annoying and it might really be hurting. But just allow the muscle to go through its pounding and then something will happen. Okay, and then come forward. So I always tell this in all my classes and I really like this story. Okay, so it's like when you're experiencing this pain from the muscle, you have to just concentrate about your right heel. And that point in the right heel that kind of drags you and makes you longer in the foot. And there is this point over there. שאנחנו רק מתארכים עם העקב. You have to get long with the heel. And when you just look at that specific point, then the movement of the leg starts happening and everything starts happening. But the thigh might be still screaming at you, like a crying child. So it's like you're driving, the Kvish 2, okay? Tel Aviv, you're driving in this road, and it's Rosh Hashanah, it's the Jewish New Year, so you're going to your family or whatever, and behind you there's this kid crying. So that's the muscle that's like screaming at you, I want to get out of the car, I want to get out of the car. Because it's a kid, it's a 2-year-old kid and he wants to get out of the car. But you have to keep driving because it's traffic and it's already 5, and if you're gonna stop now, you're not gonna get to your parents' house. That's the heel. That's you driving the car. So you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing your thigh and it's screaming at you, and you say to it, I hear you, baby, I see you, but I cannot stop now. I have to continue driving. That's the heel. Okay? So just try that for another minute. I know I talked a lot, so just try that for a moment. Or let alone let me try it for a moment. And then come up. So option 1 again is to put the left foot over the right. Option 2 is to do the full pose and then just put the left foot on the left side. And watch your right foot. The right foot has to be firm on the mat so you can really twist your stomach and lift your torso up. Opa. And back to the center. Whew, I like that. So we're going to do Alasana. I'm gonna use the chair, like I said it before. על האסנה הזאת נוחת המחרשה, אני רגע אראה איך אפשר לעשות את זה בלי. I show how you can do it without. You curl back, and then you just bring your feet over your head. Simple, right? If you cannot reach your feet, if your feet are like this, then maybe put something underneath, like a block or a chair. Should I just get up or do it like this? I'm gonna do it like this. So we're gonna hold here. And just first allow sort of gravity to fall with the weight to your chest and shoulders. And just allow everything to come. Don't catalog anything. Don't get attached to anything. Just let everything fall down. Your thoughts, your emotions, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling. Don't attach yourself to anything. And just see where your breath is leading you. And then come to Shirshasana, to Sarvanasana. So put your hands on your back and just lift the flesh up. And relax your feet down. Slowly come to lying on your back. Curl yourself into a ball. Release yourself. And curl yourself into a ball. And then rock yourself left and right a little bit. And wiggle your feet to one side and then to the other. And then come to do either Shirshasana, פיצ'מריאסנה, whatever you're working on, עמידת ראש, ידיים, כתפיים, מה שאתם צריכים בסוף התרגול, לפני שאנחנו מתחילים שבאסנה. So I'm gonna do Shirshasana. Ooh. Slowly coming down. סמדתם? ובואו לשכב על הגב. נכנסים לשבאסנה. Come to lying on your back. So take a moment if you want to get dressed a little bit. If you want to dim the lights maybe. Perhaps I will dim the lights for us. And just allow your body to kind of relax down to the mat. Allow yourself to really, really sink into your mat and sink into yourself. And just let gravity kind of take over. And really allow this material body of yours to really kind of let go. Like that moment before you go to sleep when you just allow yourself to go. So this time, it's kind of a really good time for us humans. It is. We go to sleep early. We wake up early. We might have a lot of anxieties because what will happen. But don't we always? We do. So this time, every moment that you just sit and look at your breath, every moment that you open a mat, even if it's for 15 minutes and you let go after that, maybe tomorrow it will be more. But for those 15 minutes, you did breath. You were working for this prana. You were using your time. Let's say you applied your time for this divinity that's within you. That's life that's within you. You disconnected yourself from everything else and you went inside. You found space. And you filled that with breath. And breath is pure. So if there was so many movements inside of you, emotional movement, mental movement, it all had to come out for breath to come in and kind of clean that. And still continue to look at your breath. Allow your body to be open, receptive. Look inside your heart. Find that glowing, radiating light. Submit yourself to that light. Find gratitude in this moment. If you want to find something specific, or maybe 4 things that you're in gratitude for. That was my stomach. Slowly come back to sitting with your eyes shut from your right side. Slowly, take your time. And bring your hands in front of your heart. In the end of the practice, I say in Hebrew, thank you for everything that we have, for everything that we don't have. I say thank you to all the teachers that brought us here, and to all the teachers that are yet to come, in any way possible. תודה רבה לכם, נמסטה, שיהיה לכם ערב טוב, שאו ברכה, תעשו לי share. ביי.